Good day, Excellencies. Welcome to J Mike Virtual Classroom. Today, in our Oral Communication in Context, Lesson 1, Part 1, we will talk about the nature and elements of communication. Now, let's have our learning objective. At the end of this video, you will be able to explain the functions, nature, and process of communication. Before we formally start our lesson, let me ask you first this question. What comes into your mind when you hear the word communication? According to Keith Davis, communication is a process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. According to C.G. Brown, communication has been defined as a transfer of information from one person to another, whether or not it elicits confidence or becomes an exchange or interchange. Communication is a process of sharing and conveying messages or information from one person to another within and across channels, context, media, and cultures. So far, we have now understand the meaning of communication. Let us now proceed to the nature of communication, or what are the nature of communication. The nature of communication. Number 1. Communication is a process. 2. Communication occurs between two or more people, the speaker and the receiver. Number 3. Communication can be expressed through written or spoken words, actions, or both spoken words and nonverbal actions at the same time. I think that's easier, right? Now let's move on to the elements of communication. Communication is divided into elements which can help us better understand its mechanics or process. These elements are the following. Number 1. Speaker, the source of the message. Number 2. Message, the information, ideas, or thoughts conveyed by the speaker in words or in actions. Number 3. Encoding, the process of converting the message into words, actions, or other forms that the speaker understands. Number 4. Channel, the medium or the means such as personal or non-personal, verbal or non-verbal, in which the encoded message is conveyed. Number 5. Decoding, the process of interpreting the encoded message of the speaker by the receiver. Number 6. Receiver, the recipient of the message or someone who decodes the message. Number 7. Feedback, the reactions, responses, or information provided by the receiver. Number 8. Context, the environment where communication takes place. Number 9. Barrier, the factors that affects the flow of communication. To simplify it and to make it more understandable, let us have a clear example of the process of communication. The speaker generates an idea. The speaker encodes an idea or converts the idea into words or actions. The speaker transmits or sends out a message. The receiver gets the message. The receiver decodes or interprets the message based on the context. The receiver sends or provides feedback. Okay, that's all for the part 1. Click the part 2 if you now truly comprehend the meaning, the nature, elements, and process of communication. I hope you learned something from this video.